Hi loved ones. This is a video about Epclusa. Now for my new subscribers, I had this channel first for Epclusa. I had hepatitis C for 35 years plus. I got it when I was a teenager, and at the time they called it non-A, non-B, and thought it was like a flu. And then after my daughter was born in 1993, they gave me 6 months to live. Now, we all know we're dying, but there's something when a doctor looks you in your eye and goes, your time is up. Does something to you. So for years, I lived every day like my last. I never made plans for the future because I didn't know how long I would be around. And that brings me to Epclusa. And to all my Epclusa followers, hi babies, my loved ones. So it's hard to believe, you guys, that it was been a year and September 15th that I started Epclusa. You know, it took over 2 months to get me approved. I was one of the first people on Epclusa after the study. I was very lucky because I had a specialty pharmacy that worked with me weekly, daily. They were constantly calling, and because of that, I started the Epclusa video because they didn't even know what side effects and stuff were. One thing I have to tell you, that I changed nothing about my diet. I was very lucky. I wasn't on any what's that called? Antacids. You can't take those, I guess, when you're, oops, excuse me, guys, let me readjust here. I wasn't on any acids. I wasn't on anything. I didn't have to change my diet at all. And when you watch my videos, I didn't. Now, some people are telling you, and I was accused of saying slam water. No, I said, take water. If you can drink water, drink it. But don't overload yourself. I didn't change my intakes of anything. Not food. I didn't quit. Well, I think at the middle part, I did quit taking my vitamins and minerals. But I didn't change anything about my diet. I drank the same amount of coffee, the same amount of soda, the same amount of tea, the same amount of water, which is minimal. Just saying, I am not a water drinker. I mean, I've gone through my stages, but last year when I was on Epclusa, I wasn't into drinking water. It would take me all day to drink one 16-ounce bottle of water. Just saying. My theory is if you drink a lot of water, all you're doing is flushing the Epclusa out of your system. Don't do it. If you can trade out a bottle of water for, say, a soda, do it. It's more healthy. If you could trade out a bottle of water for a second cup of coffee, do it. But I would not, absolutely not, change my diet in any way, and I didn't. Now, I had quite a few side effects, not pleasant ones, and I was as scared as you are. Yeah, I was. I actually went through a period of weight gain. I couldn't eat, but I was gaining weight. It was crazy. Almost like I had morning sickness, hot sweats. I guess it was my hormones coming back because hepatitis C kills our hormones. But I'm here today to tell you, after a year, I finally feel normal again. I do. And I made a video not too long back that said I wouldn't do Epclusa again because at that time I was fighting that extra 15 pounds. Nothing I did would take that weight off. And I'm just not used to being that heavy. It hurts my arthritis. It hurts my body. I can't move. I can't sleep. Finally, I hit on something, a lifestyle. I followed that lifestyle for probably about 2 or 3 months. Now I'm back to eating about anything I want. and I weigh 120 pounds. So I have to say that be patient. It'll all go back. It'll all go back to normal. I don't wake up at night anymore. I still don't require a lot of sleep. You know, I, for years, would get 8 to 12 hours of sleep every night. And now, 5 or 6, just like when I was younger. And I thought it was something wrong with me, that the Epclusa messed me up. But the fact is I guess I'm not tired anymore. You know, I'm up till 1, 2, sometimes 3 in the morning, and I'm up by 9 a.m. at the latest. So my energy is back. I know it's frightening. I know it's frightening going on these drugs, but it's not rubivirin, it's not interferon, it's not Pegasus, it's not any of those, you guys. And if you do have to be on rubivirin along with the Epclusa, hang tight. Hang tight. Follow your doctor's direction. Don't be afraid, friends, to call that pharmacy. They know. They know above anybody else how this study is going, how people are reacting. They talk to us on a daily basis. Soon you too are going to be a dragon slayer. What do I have left in the way of side effects? During? None. All those side effects that I had when I was on Epclusa are gone. All the side effects that I had when I came off are gone. Now, I was sick. Now, I got off my Epclusa December 15th was my last pill. Right around the second week of January, I got so sick. I was sick for 9 weeks. Bad. Now, I don't get sick. I just never have been sick. And I thought it was the Epclusa, but it wasn't. But with that being said, I have to say that they were flu-like symptoms. It affected my sinuses, my lungs. I felt like I had pneumonia. A lot of people that I have talked to or read about have come down with something like a flu after they quit taking Epclusa. I want you to do this. If you come down with anything that prohibits you from breathing, from sleeping, from living life, get to the doctor and get an antibiotic. It took 3 different antibiotics to get rid of what I had. I suspected it's something else, but I have to go with everybody getting a flu, like symptoms after quitting Epclusa. You have to remember, Epclusa is as, I don't even know how to say this, it's as bad as chemo. It's changing the whole structure of your blood, of your liver. Hepatitis, it hides throughout our body, and Epclusa just goes in there and wipes it out. So essentially, you're doing a form of chemo. That's my opinion. I've never had a doctor say that. I've never had a pharmacy say that to me. But in my opinion, it's as bad as chemo. And I've seen a few people on chemo. But not to scare you. It's not to scare you. Your hair's not going to fall out, and you're not going to get anemia or none of that. But I want you to know that during those 3 months, your body is being beat and cleansed and beat, and it's tired, and your immune systems are going to be down. So if you do catch the flu after you've taken your Epclusa, just get to the doctor, get the test run, and get antibiotics. That's what I have to say. Now, I do have to say that after the Epclusa, they found in my system, see, I have a problem with platelets, and most everybody who has hepatitis C has a problem with platelets. Our blood is so thin, and it affects our platelets. Platelets help your blood to clot. And if any of you realize you're bleeders, that's what I call it. I'm a bleeder. Anyhow, because of that, it didn't go up after the Epclusa. My platelets remained low. So they did some heavy-duty blood work on me, and they found out that I had something called MGUS. It's like a smoldering multiple myeloma. 99.9% of the people that have MGUS are eventually diagnosed with multiple myeloma. Multiple myeloma, although called a bone cancer, is not. It's a blood cancer. So I do encourage you that 6 months after your last pill to go down and have a complete, and I'm talking the 10, 12, 15 vial, 18 vials of blood taken from your body, and have them do the DNA scan. That's where they found mine. And after bone marrow biopsy, they found that it was not yet multiple myeloma, but someday down the road, I will have multiple myeloma, which is a blood cancer. But like my hepatitis C, I don't follow it. I didn't even know what state my liver was in, because in 1994, I had my last liver biopsy, and they said your liver's fine. And I never had another biopsy on my liver until before I started taking Epclusa. My liver is healthy. I don't have fatty liver. I don't have no cirrhosis. I have no cancer. My liver is a healthy liver. I never drank, people. And if I did, it was only here and there. It was only a couple beers. But I really, really, really took care of myself the 35 plus years that I knew that I had Hep C. But my point is even knowing I had Hep C, I didn't want to know how bad it was. I didn't want them to look me in the eye and go, you're not going to make it for 3 more months. They did that to me once. They told me I only had 6 months to live. It was the worst 6 months of my life. I don't want to know how bad it is. So just like my liver, I never went in and had it done. I just lived every day to the fullest. I probably won't have the MGUS followed up on. I know this, they're not getting another liver or bone biopsy out of me. That shit hurts bad. But I endured. I'm supposed to have a blood test done every 6 months to make sure it hasn't transpired to multiple myeloma. That was about 8 months ago. Maybe sometime next year. Anyhow, I want you to know that if you believe in God, if you believe in a higher power, the universe, whatever you believe in, if you believe yourself a God, pray. That's all I can tell you. My God sustained me 35 plus years. He'll sustain me on the MGUS. Now, I'm not saying that Epclusa or hepatitis C causes MGUS. I do know that hepatitis C causes cancer. And it could be cancer of the liver, it could be cancer of the breast, of the lungs, of the brain. We hear about all these cancers that hepatitis C has caused. And I don't know if the blood multiple myeloma, the MGUS, came from the Hep C. I don't know. I don't know if the Epclusa brought it out. I haven't heard about anybody else on Epclusa having MGUS or multiple myeloma. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. Each and every one of us is a unique human being. We're all made individually. Yeah, our cells are even different. Yep, they're the same, but they're different. Every one of us are different. Every one of us are going to have different side effects. Every one of us are going to, some may not even have side effects. Some of us are going to heal faster. Some are going to heal slower. We're all individuals. We're all different. And all I can do is give you a generalization of what I had. So please go all the way back. If you're just getting ready to start Epclusa, go all the way back and watch my videos from the beginning. I hope they help. If you have any questions, leave a comment, because you guys are near and dear to my heart. You're fellow dragon slayers. You know, when I was healed for the first time in 30-some years, I was able to plan. I was able to say, I want to buy an RV and I want to be a nomad, and know that for for the most part, unless somebody hit me by a car, or I got hit by a car, or something like that, my plans would come to tuition. And so, for the first time, I got a new lease on life. I got a new life because of Epclusa. Yeah, I did. And I did plan my life. The minute I got off Epclusa in December, I started watching videos about being a nomad. I had plans to have my RV by September 1st. I had plans to be on the road by September 1st, and guess what? It happened. All of it. All of it. Hang tight. Do these 90 days. Just 3 short months goes by so fast. But the hardest part was at 30 days when I knew I no longer had Hep C in my system. And I'm looking at 2 more months worth of pills going, if it's gone, why bother? So that was my attitude, but I'm a rebel. I did my 90 days. You too will. And before you know it, it'll be over. And then you too will be like me, planning a whole new life. Look at me. I'm a nomad. I have my RV, and you know what? Life ain't all that easy here either. But at least it's mine to plan. I can plan where I want to go, what I want to do. And yeah, we all have stops and pitfalls, and shit happens, but I'm healed of Hep C. You too will be healed of Hep C. And look at me. I look just like I did in the beginning of the videos. A little thinner, but all the better. You're in my prayers, you're in my thoughts. Please don't be frightened. Don't be. Take every day as it comes. Write down your symptoms. Make a video blog. Make it for the person coming behind you, just like I did. Because the more information that's out there, the more at peace and at ease people are going to have. And I pray that each and every one of you would have an easy road of it. I think those who never had any side effects are so blessed. But you're all in my thoughts, you're in my heart, you're in my prayers. If you have any questions, I will answer to the best of my ability. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a pharmacist. I'm just one person who had hepatitis C for over 35 years, who was cured with a miracle drug called Epclusa. Yeah. So I wish you all the best. Leave those comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember to love yourself. Bye.